Have you ever felt like everything in your life is falling apart? You worked so hard, you prayed so much, but still, nothing went the way you planned. You lost the job, you lost the person you loved, you lost hope. And in that dark moment, you asked God, why me? What did I do wrong? Today, I want to tell you a story that will change the way you see your pain forever. There was a young man named Daniel. Daniel was brilliant, hardworking, and full of dreams. He had applied for his dream job at a big company. He prepared for months. He gave everything he had in that interview, and then he got rejected. Daniel was devastated. He sat in his car and cried for the first time in years. He looked up at the sky and whispered, God, why didn't you help me? I prayed every single day. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept thinking, where did I go wrong? The next morning, he woke up and saw the news. That company, the one that rejected him, had caught fire during the night. The entire office was destroyed. Many people were injured. Daniel sat in silence. His hands were shaking. He whispered again, God, you didn't reject me. You saved me. But that's not the end of the story. 3 months later, Daniel received a call from a small startup company. They had seen his resume online. They offered him a position. It wasn't glamorous. The salary was lower than he expected, but Daniel thought, maybe this is God's direction, so he said yes. 1 year later, that small startup became one of the fastest growing companies in the country. Daniel was promoted. His salary tripled. He found a team that felt like family. He found purpose in his work. And one evening, sitting at his desk, Daniel smiled and said, if I had gotten what I wanted back then, I would have missed everything I have right now. You see, when God closes a door, it's not punishment, it's protection, it's redirection, it's preparation. Here is something powerful I want you to think about. The miracle you've been praying for. Maybe it already happened. Maybe you didn't get sick when you should have. Maybe that accident didn't take your life. Maybe that wrong person left, so the right one could come. We always look for miracles in big, dramatic moments, but God works quietly in the background, in the rejections, in the delays, in the closed doors. That promotion you didn't get? Maybe God is preparing you for something bigger. That relationship that ended? Maybe God was removing what was hurting you. That prayer that felt unanswered? Maybe God said, not yet, I have something better. The miracle you didn't notice was the pain that shaped you, was the struggle that strengthened you, was the loss that redirected you. So today, if you're feeling lost, if you feel like God has forgotten you, I want you to remember Daniel. Remember that what feels like rejection is often God's redirection. What feels like a closed door is often God's protection. And what feels like silence from God is often God working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Trust the process. Trust the pain. Trust the plan. Because God's plan for you is always, always better than your own. And one day, just like Daniel, you will look back at your hardest moment and say, thank you, God. You knew exactly what you were doing. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you believe God has a better plan for you, drop a in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Storywise 05 for more stories that stay with you. Until next time, keep believing, keep trusting. God's got you.